I'm Sothi, the co-founder and CEO of Nano Bella, and today I'm with my longtime friend Reuben Gomez. And Reuben has had a long career with the Denver Police Department and was also part of Denver's SWAT team and also a bodyguard for the mayor of Denver. And Reuben was one of the early adopters in the use of Nano Bella. And today Reuben's just going to tell you a little bit about his story, about his career and the point at which he started using Nano Bella. And so, Reuben, tell them a little about yourself.
All right. Well, I spent 36 years on the police department, and in those 36 years, of course, I got beat up a little bit, had a few injuries. One of my injuries was a laminoplasty, which had, my spinal column was compressed, and I had surgery on it. Another injury occurred while I was boxing for the police department. I actually ripped out my left shoulder, and they surgically repaired it. And my right shoulder, I also have tears in the front and back. So I got a few injuries throughout my career. After the surgery,
Before you get to the surgery, tell them the story, the fugitive story. Everybody will enjoy that. Tell them the fugitive story.
All right. So after I left the SWAT team, I went to the fugitive unit, and during we got called out to search a house up north for some suspects, and I can't remember what they did, but nevertheless, we had a search warrant, went in, and we caught a few of them in the house, but me and my sergeant went to the garage and ended up searching in the garage. There was a mattress up against the wall, so I told my sergeant, I said, it's a possibility somebody's hiding behind there. And so I grabbed the mattress and moved it out, and when I moved it out, it dislodged a shelving unit up above a steel shelving unit, and it came down on top of my head. And my sergeant looked at me, he says, "You okay?" And I'm not sure. I said, I don't know, I don't feel anything. And all of a sudden, the blood just gushed down, and it landed square on my head. And my sergeant stopped me. He's like, "Oh my God." He says, "You okay?" And I said, "I don't know." And he's like, all of a sudden, the blood just gushed. And he's like, "Don't move, stay right there." Pulls out his phone and starts taking pictures. He said, "The guys are not going to believe this." And I'm like, "You jackass." So with that, he calls paramedics, they get me out, and long and short of it compressed the vertebrae in my neck, and I had a surgery on my neck to get it repaired. And what they did was a laminoplasty. Well, the healing process on it took months. And the doctor had said that, he said, your neck, what he did to it was, he said, you can't hurt it again. He said, it would take something really major. But with that, he said, you're gonna be in pain. And you're gonna feel this pretty often. And after that, I started getting massages, and they helped quite a bit. And we had a guy come to the house and actually use a product on me that was similar to Nano Bella, but different. And I asked him, I got this product from Sothi, and asked him if he would use the product that I got from him. He said, sure. So he used that. And I got to tell you, for several days, my neck felt great. I could actually move it with no problem. It wasn't stiff. And so I have incorporated that into my massages, which I get done once a month. He'll come in and do that. And also for my shoulders, I told you earlier that I had hurt both of them. Surgery on one, the other one, I never had it repaired, but it helps when pre-workout and post-workout I use it. And it helps loosen up the muscles. And of course, after I'm done, I'll put some more on after I shower, of course. And use it then, and it helps quite a bit. I haven't found anything else that can help me the way this does. And that's my story.
Awesome. Right. Thank you so much, Reuben. Thank you for your service. And thank you so much for making time to tell people about your Nano Bella experience.
My pleasure.